Today we're taking notes on hormonal imbalance. I'm going to tell you guys how I discovered I had a hormonal imbalance and what I'm doing to fight this hormonal imbalance. So the first things first, my cycle was 15 days long. That's right, you heard me. 15 days long. So that was my number one telltale sign that something was going on. Normally, I'm on my cycle for 5 days every month, and then once a month, and then that's it. But this particular month, I was on my cycle for 15 days, and that sent me right to the doctor. Normally, I just go for my GYN visit a year and my physical every year. But that sent me in for an emergency visit because 15 days is just bizarre. So I went in, I got my blood work done, they looked at the little girl and, checked her out and made sure everything was good, and everything came back good to the eye. But 3 days later, you gotta go and you gotta get all your results, and everything came back pretty good, except for she told me that my hormones were out of whack. In certain areas, I was a little high. So my testosterone was a little high, which has always been that way, but not significantly high. Like I burn, fat. I used to burn fat like really, really, really quick. I don't know if it's because of age or because of hormones, but that was, I would think, was a subtle sign that I had. Normally, I would gain weight maybe 3, 4, 5 pounds in a whole year with my regular diet, not too much exercise. But within the 5-month span, I had gained like 7 pounds. Now, I thought that was specifically because of quarantine, chilling, eating good, and, relaxing. But now that I think of it, because discovering that I had a hormonal imbalance this year, that could have been it, because that was one of the signs. So the first sign was an irregular period, 15 days, but I also read that you can skip periods, your periods won't come as frequent, or you'll bleed very long, which was my case. And then the other symptom was weight gain in a short amount of time. I think that was me, and I'm kind of like battling, like losing. Normally I lose very, very quick, and that's not the case now. So I'm trying to figure out what to do about that to get to, my hormones in line. So far, I've been working, and I've been doing some things that I'm gonna let you guys know about that. But that was the number one sign, the irregular period. And then the second thing was weight gain. Another thing that I experienced that I didn't necessarily go to the doctor for was an increase in like hair. I was getting it on my chin area, and that was like a big no-no, and I had waxed it. But once I discovered that I had a hormonal imbalance and that was one of the symptoms, I set up for hair laser removal, because your girl can't have that. So I'm here waiting for my laser hair removal treatment. It's COVID, so mask on, but these hairs must go. And I was going to put you guys in on my first session of that, but I was scared of how it was going to feel, which people have said it felt like little rubber bands like hitting your skin, and it does feel like that, but you can totally tolerate it. But I didn't record it because I didn't know how it was going to feel, and I didn't want the phone to drop on my face. So yeah. So let's repeat some of the subtle signs: the period, the weight gain, the hair, and sleep pattern. My sleep pattern had changed. Like I was becoming like borderline insomniac, because I was up crazy hours, and normally I'm sleeping like, regular time, getting my 8 hours, 7 hours or so, but I was just up. So the subtle ones was the weight gain, the sleep, and the hair. But the big one was how your period is going. So however your period is going, pay attention to that. When I went to get my blood work done and I spoke with the doctors after getting my results, they were not alarmed. They're like, you're okay. This is normal. This will happen. I personally don't feel like it's normal. And sometimes I feel like doctors will, pat you and calm you down just for it to go bizarre. And now you need all of this and all of that. And I also read that if you don't get your hormonal imbalance in check, you are closer in line for diabetes. Like, that's not normal. Some doctors, I feel like they want you to get sick so they can get that check. So you have to take control of yourself. So I've been reading and researching how to get your hormones in line. And it basically comes down to kind of like diet and supplements. I was already taking a vitamin today, but I kind of upped it with different things that go into taking care of yourself and your hormones. So I take this daily already. I don't know if you guys can see the Centrum, but I added vitamin D. We're always low on this anyways, so I would add vitamin D overall. So I added vitamin D. I also added zinc, which is good for your hormones as well. You guys can do further reading on this because I don't want to do too much. You can always ask questions and I can let you know. This is just my research. Fish oil, I'm taking that. Healthy mind, healthy heart, because when you're going through a hormonal imbalance, anxiety and stress are symptoms that you're going to create for yourself. So you have to make sure that you're taking it easy, and this is good for that. And then I was on my cycle for 15 days, and I'm changing my doctor now because, and I've been with them for years, but I'm just like, I don't know, since the pandemic, it's like they're trying to rush you out. They don't really want to do too much, and I get it, but like, my health is a priority and I'm COVID free, so you know, give me my information. But I'm telling the doctor that I was on my cycle for 15 days, and they're like, this is normal, and I'm like, it's not normal because I don't bleed like that. So they didn't prescribe me any type of iron. But if I was on my cycle for 15 days, I want to think that my iron was probably low. So I started taking iron, and this iron has vitamin C in it because they say vitamin C pairs well with iron. So I just put it in the supplement. I got the one with the vitamin C already in it. So I want you to really see that. I hope you can see it, because I wanted to get that. But yeah, so that's how I'm fighting it. And the hardest thing for me is diet, but I'm going to have to do that. So hopefully you guys will see over the next few videos where I was consistent in my diet and I was consistent with my fitness, so that way you can kind of see me winning the fight against hormonal imbalance. If you have any questions or comments or anything that you want to know, because I'm studying and learning just like I want you guys to. I know this is kind of embarrassing, but it's real, and sometimes people want, you know, to be able to look at a video and kind of see somebody going through what they're kind of going through. But for the most part, I'm winning. You know, I found ways to combat and work with everything, and my birthday is coming up, so hopefully we'll see more progress with everything that I'm going through. Thank you for tuning in and taking notes with me.